What if Bruce Lee stepped into a real street fight today? No film crew, no slow motion, no choreography, just pure instinct, raw power, and Jeet Kune Do unleashed. How would he really fight? What moves would he use? And would it be as explosive as we've always imagined? In this video from Techniques of Martial Arts, we're diving deep into how Bruce Lee would actually fight in real life, revealing the philosophy, strategies, and devastating techniques of Jeet Kune Do. Stick with us till the end, because what you're about to learn might change how you see fighting forever. The myth versus the man. Bruce Lee has become a myth, a symbol of unbeatable speed and power. But behind the movie magic was a man who dedicated every waking moment to mastering combat in its purest form. He didn't care about tradition for tradition's sake. He wanted what worked, no fluff, no wasted motion, no showmanship when your life was on the line. That's what makes Jeet Kune Do different. It's not a martial art locked in tradition. It's a fighting method built for survival, speed, and absolute effectiveness. So to understand how Bruce Lee would fight in real life, we have to first understand what Jeet Kune Do really is. What is Jeet Kune Do really? Jeet Kune Do, translated as the way of the intercepting fist, isn't a style. It's a concept. Bruce Lee created it after being frustrated with the limitations of traditional martial arts. In real combat, he believed you didn't have time for rituals or forms. What mattered was simplicity, directness, and freedom. In his own words, Bruce Lee said, "Absorb what is useful, discard what is useless, and add what is uniquely your own." This wasn't just philosophy. It was his approach to fighting. So if Bruce Lee were to step into a real fight, whether it was on the street, in a self-defense situation, or even in an MMA ring, he wouldn't look like a martial artist following steps. He'd look like a force of nature, explosive, unpredictable, and devastatingly efficient. The intercepting fist, first strike wins. In Jeet Kune Do, one of the core ideas is interception, striking the opponent as they move and not after. This isn't about counterattacking. It's about beating them to the punch, literally. Bruce trained obsessively to read his opponent's intention, watching subtle shifts in weight, a twitch in the shoulder, a change in breath. He could feel when a punch or kick was coming. And in that instant, before you even realized you'd moved, he would already be striking. That's the intercepting fist. In a real-life fight, this means Bruce would be on the offensive from the very first twitch of aggression. Before his attacker even completed their move, Bruce would have closed the distance, struck the vital target, and ended it. No time for fancy kicks. No time for spinning techniques. Just one blinding strike. Economy of motion, no wasted energy. Jeet Kune Do is built on the concept of economy of motion. This means every move must have purpose. Every punch, every kick, every step must take you close.